So New York City Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani has been consulting with Democratic governors, including Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker, Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro, and Maryland Governor Wes Moore. Mamdani is said to be seeking advice on taking a stand against Trump's threats of immigration raids and National Guard deployments. So is this the smart thing for him to do? And will it make any difference?
I think it's really smart. I think it's smart to surround yourself with people that have experience dealing with this administration, have experience dealing with this president, and also having that coalition of expertise. He's hired an all-female team.
Yeah.
He's kept the police commissioner here. He's keeping the police commissioner here in New York, who has done, by all accounts, a wonderful job. He's hired 200 lawyers in anticipation of what Trump may do. This is someone that is ready to go from day one, and I'm applauding it. I think it's really impressive. In fact, on Thursday, he announced his plan to make universal child care a reality in New York City, starting with Brooklyn, and by taxing, he raised taxes about $9 billion a year from corporations. And on top of it, he's going to bring the salaries of child care workers whose median income right now is $25,000, which is not a living wage here in New York, on par with New York City public schools, up to $100,000. Our children will be taken care of. That is impressive. He's got not concepts of a plan. He has plans.
One of the things that people were very concerned about, many people who didn't vote for him were very concerned, and even some who did vote for him were very concerned about regarding Zohran Mamdani, is his lack of managerial experience.
Yes, that was one of
the. So I think it's very smart for him to reach out to three spectacular governors. They are the chief executive officers of their states. Each of them brings something to the table. I think for anybody who's starting a new job where you don't have that much experience, seeking mentorship from people who are doing it well. And I love the fact that two of those governors, Shapiro and J.B. Pritzker, are Jewish folks. Because outside of Israel, this is the city where there is the most Jews in the world. And he's got an issue with that he needs to address. J.B. Pritzker's grandparents fled 1940s Ukraine post-war. And I also hope that he learns, particularly from J.B. Pritzker, who has been dealing with the militarization of the streets of Chicago and the cruel ICE raids, to stand up to a bully. These words from J.B. Pritzker is what I want to hear from Zohran Mamdani.
If you come for my people, you come through me. So come and get me.
You give in to a bully once, that bully will come back.
Well, we've seen that happen with Trump
over and over again.
You're kind of speaking to the point that I know the call was primarily to talk about how to combat or prepare for this administration that Donald Trump is leading. But I do hope he sought a lot of counsel, because he's a young guy, and I think the concern was his only job outside of college is he volunteered for local campaigns, and he'd done some stuff with foreclosures, and then he'd been serving the 36th district of 120,000 people. He's now going to run the largest city in the country with 8 million. So that jump is such a learning curve.
Okay, so my cynical side was literally at your victory speech, you said, basically, come at me, Donald Trump. You were goading him. But then you made the calls for advice on how you were going to take on one of the most powerful administrations in American history after you were elected to office. One of my concerns with her...
Donald Trump did threaten him before.
But I would have wanted him to go... My two biggest issues with him, ideologically, I just don't agree with him. But setting that aside, the thinness of experience, because you know this is going to come to a head. You know that Trump is ready for how he's going to engage, and having someone who has such minimal experience in a managerial role does concern me for how he's going to be able to handle it.
The Women Review talks about Zohran Mamdani, who is the mayor-elect for New York. They say a year ago, Zohran Mamdani was a political unknown. Nobody knew him. He came to the limelight because everybody appreciated the way he carried the election. Even the women reviews were saying that he used to encourage other young people to come out because he was very zealous. He was well. Nobody could deny the fact that he did not do well in the election. That was great. They talk about that now 34 years old Democratic Socialist will be New York's first Muslim mayor. We profile that stress far beyond the city, across America, and indeed the world. He will be the first Muslim, which is very wonderful. they talk about that most of the people in New York, apart from the fact that Jewish people are more in Israelis, the country in the world that they are more also is in New York. So they need someone like him also. One time underdog 10 main character has a meteoric rise with savers social media presence and an electrified grassroots campaign focused on economic justice, which is right, and that generated international attention and galvanized thousands of first-time voters. Many people he has a vibrant. So many people wanted to vote for him. Many people voted for him. That grassroots, it change the economic. He promised about the 25,000, which is the minimum wage for payment for healthcare workers, which you cannot live on that in a city like New York. It was going to change. It was going to change the school system. It was going to make the economy better. It's a many whom are young or people of color or both. Mamdani has provided a blueprint for canvassing to progressive online. Yes, many. The way I went here with terrible video also offer particular hopeful and affection vision of New York built on living on the premises of life does not have to be as hard as it become. Yes, that's Mamdani. For the uninitiated, Mamdani social media hits have included this coming of halal function and pledging to free reign before jumping headfirst into fresh waves and colonies. We need to be fixed. There have been viral subway, eloquent photos and breathless Mamdani anxiety poetic about price running the New York City. This video here is in the interview. So he was so doing great. We see the great thing that Mamdani is doing. Why voters voted Trump and are not voted at all. Last year, the particular struck law. His snappy content and his presence in getting out and meeting people, including critic position Mamdani in stark contrast to scandal plague who guarded candidate the disgraced former state governor Andrew Cuomo, who ran as independent benefit from backing Osho donor compression. There's the axiom to do. You see Andrew Cuomo say, if you come from me, you come from my people, that you cannot pass by him. So he needs to have mentors like that who are going ahead of him, according to the women of the Mamdani and Cuomo represent two very different wings of Democratic Party whose popularity is waning nationally, one deep unpopular inferiority on his spirit and the other genuine ambitious and silent. In a record turnout election, the New Yorkers have seen whose version of America I should put. Born and raised in Kampala, Uganda, to parents of Indian descent. Wow. Mamdani was born in Kampala, Uganda. Parents of Indian, born and raised in Kampala, Uganda, to parents of Indian descent. His parents are Indian. Mamdani moved to New York with family at the age of 7. The son of acclaimed filmmaker Marian Ifada and Columbia University professor Mamdani. He attended public school at the Bruce High School of Science, where he co-founded the first cricket team. He earned a bachelor's degree in African Studies from Brown during college in 2014, where he found his first student from Justice in Palestine chapter. He became a naturalized citizen in 2018. They just give a little background about him, that there's nobody better than him. He's the best one to be elected at such a time like this. And he's going to fight the women in an effort to stand against President Trump. The views, the New York City mayor-elect reacting out for advice from Democratic governors. He's still targeted by the White House, so he's asking, I need help. I want you to mentor me. No, I know it all. I know it all. What do you think about him, a mayor? Is he going to do good? Let me see your opinion in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe and share my video. God bless you.